talking about what is on my S25 Plus. Now, my reason for having a phone is just about everybody else's reason. It's a form of communication and also a form of entertainment. But whenever I first initially got this phone, I wanted to be more productive and actually be more organized with my phone.
And because I made my phone into a productive machine, it keeps me focused on what I need to do just so I can make more time for other hobbies and time with my family. This will just be an overlook on what I have on my phone, but feel free to mark down some things if you want to add on to your phone for the same effect.
But without further ado, let's get into the video. First things first is the actual accessories that I have paired up with the phone. Now, the first thing is that Galaxy Watch 5 that I actually got a couple of months ago. I actually still use it, and it's actually very essential for me in my daily life. Things like tracking my health, answering calls whenever I need to, and just overall looking at notifications before I look at my phone just to make sure that they are important goes along with how I use my phone right now. Another thing that I have on this phone is a glass screen protector. Now, I got the on-branded one that you can actually get at Walmart. I honestly think this is more than enough. The last accessory actually has been changed from the first video, and that is the phone case. The case that I'm currently rocking on this phone at the moment is the Crave dual layer protective case. If you're anything like me, you like to protect your phone, and I don't know how any of these YouTubers still rock without a case, bare naked, but that doesn't mean that I have to. And whenever they reached out to me, I was kind of skeptical because I didn't know if it was actually going to protect my phone. So I used this very same phone case along with my girlfriend because they actually sent me 2 of them for her iPhone 16. I have been deliberately using this for the past 2 weeks just to make sure that it actually protects my phone. And I know that it says that it is a dual layer protective case, but it is surprisingly thin. And paired with a thin case, it actually makes me feel the actual phone itself while having the grip on top of it just so it doesn't leave my hands. I have very small hands, and it definitely makes sure that it doesn't leave it. So because I love this case so much and my girlfriend actually loves her case so much, we're actually going to be doing a giveaway for 3 lucky winners that actually want to have this type of case. There's only 2 things that you need in order to enter. That is 1, to like the video if you actually enjoy it, and 2, comment below what kind of phone do you have. You don't need to subscribe, but it would be kind of nice to support your boy. But after that, you don't really need anything else. So good luck to you guys. I'm going to be announcing it in a week. And thank you guys over at Crave for wanting to collaborate with me. Now, for my lock screen, it's kind of simple, but I did add a little bit of a productive element to it. And that's having my events and my reminders as the widgets. And I also have the weather widget all the way up on the top right. Since I work in a restaurant, I don't need to be on my phone a lot, so I just look at the time, what kind of events and what reminders that I have after my shift. That way I can quickly do them after I'm done with my shift. At the bottom left, you got the do not disturb toggle. I like to use this a lot because since I am at the restaurant or just doing my videos and stuff, I like to have it completely off, that way I'm not distracted. And then on the bottom right, I got my flashlight. I don't have the camera on the quick settings because I can just easily double tap my power button and then just open the camera that way. And just to wrap everything up to make it more flush, I have this dark minimal wallpaper just so it can just make it a lot more
perfect. Perfect.
Now, if we unlock the phone and go into the home page, I actually have 3 pages. One is going to be the news, second page is going to be my most used apps or social media page, and the third page is going to be my banking, my finance, and my work. The news tab, this does come by default by Samsung. You can turn it off if you like. I don't really mind it because I have the sports, the tech, and also just regular news on top of it, just to make everything more simple. And this also keeps me up to date on what's going on in the world. Now for my actual home screen, the one that I look at majority of the day, I have 2 widgets. One is actually going to be the browser that I'm going to be talking about later, and then 2 is going to be the calendar one with the events tied to it for like a more detailed look. This basically shows me everything that I have going for in the next couple of days with some video ideas that I need to record on. Honestly, just keeping me a lot more organized on how I use my time. Off to the right of it, I got 4 apps on the side, which is my Gmail, my Play Store, YouTube, and obviously YouTube Studio. If you are a YouTuber, you're going to need YouTube Studio. This shows you your analytics and everything that you can see of what your viewer actually likes. Near the bottom, I have mostly communication like WhatsApp, Messenger, and Instagram. Me and my friends can't really find a common ground on which platform to actually mainly text on, so we just text on 2 different ones. No big deal. TikTok, I use this to mostly doom scroll and also to kind of check up on tech that I might not be able to on YouTube. And then I have Notion. This is basically my note-taking app. It shows me everything that I have written down or have a template on, and it just keeps me a lot more organized. And when I do have an idea for you guys, I kind of just write it in here, plan on it, script it, record it. You already know the drill. Now my app dock is actually kind of simple, but I made a couple of changes. I obviously have the phone and the messages app, but I do have this browser called Arc. It is kind of like AI with Google. It gives you an answer in a summarized format that actually makes sense. Like for me, I said, what is a good routine to wash your car? And it shows me like step by step, and it actually shows me what kind of supplies that I need, washing tips, and also post-wash care. And if I want to do the digging myself, I just hit the Google tab and it just shows me everything on top of it. My music app is going to be Apple Music. Apple Music is Apple Music. I'm still coping from the way that I left iPhone. I honestly did not know Android is actually allowed to have Apple Music onto it. So in my defense, I want to see how much it's different from it and see if it still sounds good. We're gonna go with that. Moving over to the last page is basically my finance and work page. I basically have this set up to make sure that I am put in the best possible position. I have two widgets. One is going to be the watch list of a potential stock that I want to invest in, and two is going to be another weather widget with, you know, a little bit more information. And then the apps that I currently use to track my finances is going to be Robinhood, Credit Karma, and also Chime. That's my mobile banking app. And then off to the right is going to be GroupMe. This is the group chat that I have for work. This is where we talk about operations, how we can make it better, and how we can provide more for the customers. And then fully off to the left, I use Google Maps. I used to use Waze, but I'm kind of going back and forth with different apps to see which ones that I actually mess with. And Google Maps is going to be there for like maybe another 2 weeks. My AI companion is still Gemini. Now I do like some of the features like having a full conversation and the new feature that came out where you can actually record your room and they can actually remember where you put things, where I think it's completely crazy, but it is hella fun to use. But that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, but that's honestly everything that I have on my phone. I made it to where I can be a little bit more productive and a lot more focused while also cutting down a lot of screen time hours, because I am trying to limit myself from doom scrolling, so I'm just going to take it a step at a time. And hopefully you guys did take some elements on how to make your phone even productive or maybe more aesthetically pleasing. I believe everything that we touch is a canvas and we turn that into art. So by you customizing your phone to anything that you like or aesthetically pleasing, you're actually creating art with it. And if you have a productive outlook on it to keep you focused throughout the day, I think that's just the icing on top. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button to show support. Comment down below if you like it or don't like it on any part of the video, and also subscribe if you're new and want to support me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.